One decision that anyone playing Dynasty Warriors Origins needs to make is who will they side with for their first playthrough. Just like longtime fans of Pokemon choosing their starter, longtime fans of Dynasty Warriors will likely know who they're going to choose before the decision is even made available to them. But newcomers to the series may not know who they want to serve. I usually choose Wei when I start a new Dynasty Warriors game, but I found myself in a bit of a dilemma with this one. I wanted my first playthrough of Wei's story to be done live. That way I could experience the story of my favorite faction with all of you, and my first time would be recorded for me to look back on. So I ended up deciding on Wu because they are more disconnected from Wei than Shu is. And I gotta say, this was a great choice on my part. Wu's story is probably one of the more interesting ones in Origins, and a lot of that is due to this guy named Sun Quan. You may have heard of him. He was the son of Sun Jian, he would become the first emperor of Wu, he also gives all of your creatures horsemanship. No wait, wrong game. In previous games, he didn't really have much of a personality. It wasn't really until Dynasty Warriors 7 that we started to see the more self-conscious version of Sun Quan. He struggles as the new leader of Wu after the death of his brother Sun Ce. He does eventually gain the confidence to lead with the strength he holds in his officers and friends. My biggest issue with this is that they don't convey this evolution in the best way. That is until they gave Alejandro Saab the role in Origins. Sun Quan's design in older games has always looked older than Sun Ce, which was odd to me, but made sense when you get to the later parts of the game. With Origins only covering up to Chibi, they were able to design characters more closely to their ages during this period. Sun Quan is much younger, and when we first meet him, his voice is soft and timid. He shares his fears with Ziluan that he'll never reach the greatness of his father and brother. This scene happens while Sun Jian is still alive. Alejandro does a great job conveying his feelings of inadequacy. The big thing about Alejandro's performance is after Sun Ce's death, as he's thrown into the deep end and needs to prove himself as a commander. The biggest issue he faces is that he doesn't have the strength or the courage his father and brother have to lead from the front. So in his first battle, he gives orders from the main camp, using strategy to outthink his opponents rather than overpower them. By the time you reach Chibi, he has more authority in his voice and even confronts Huang Gai about his potential lack of faith in Sun Quan as a leader. But by this time, Huang Gai says he has proven himself and just needs to drop the self-doubt to be a true leader. Because of this, Sun Quan's representation here made me a Wu fan again, and Wu's story as a whole made me fall in love with Origins. But what do you think? Are there any other characters I should take a look at? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe or follow for more. And if you want to help support this channel and what I do here, you can join the Guild, just like these awesome people that you're seeing on screen right now. You can join them at the end of every single video for just $1 a month over on Patreon or through YouTube memberships, or you can donate in a one-time fashion and join the volunteer unit through coffee and super chats during live streams. A special shout out to the Guild Generals Beggy Beg Beg, Loose Chojin, and Todd for supporting this channel at the top tier. There are other rewards and other tiers as well, so check out the links that you see on screen, and I will see you all down in the comments.